like my wife, she retired from the Army.
And he has, I could see just, pretty close guy with,
I think he had 25 years, but he went in like
I think he's showing his wives.
And,
Now it's recording, it wasn't
you know,
one
he worked
time.
like 25 years, and he's 80-something, he's been retired like
I think a
40.
good clip of everybody eating their pizza.
You know,
What?
which
Good
is
clip of everybody eating their
odd.
pizza.
Did he do any other work after the
stars, pinpoint.
Oh, he's been around working part-time.
Got followed
here.
Sue inside it. Boy, that
But
person
no,
you're wearing is
new careers.
pizza.
The numbers actually, these are,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He just got back from Asheville, North Carolina.
I would be,
Jim was just there. His wife, I guess, and friends or whatever. I'm not even hungry. They already ate this thing.
I did too, but I don't stop.
She said you lost a little bit of weight.
Where?
Oh, goodness.
I went down in our house.
We got a couple of stuff coming up there that they're gonna need quite a few guys to come out of the woodwork here and help. I don't know if you guys remember going up to Ashland City several years ago or not, but that's on again.
You want something to drink?
Where is Ashland City again?
Say again?
Where is Ashland City?
West. I probably want you to go to Murfreesboro.
Up towards Clarksville.
Because you're closer to Murfreesboro. What we got, it's the Girl Scouts, and they're doing a moon watch. And they'd like someone to talk about the phases of the moon and have an observation of the moon. And they're doing Ashland City, they're expecting 200, and at Murfreesboro, they're expecting about 70. So,
so the 18th,
yeah, I believe that's what.
When is it?
October 18th, I believe,
Is that during the week? It doesn't matter.
Friday night.
Friday night?
so do they want a program, Jack, or they want?
They just need you know, most everybody is pretty proficient talking about the phases of the moon. There's really not, a whole lot you can say about it, it just,
There's some questions you can ask that would, for a warm-up. Full moon, what time does it rise?
Sunset.
Let's see.
Sunset.
Sunset.
Let's see.
Sunset.
For this Saturday night, it's 8:05.
Okay.
For October.
Is that as close as you can come?
Yeah, I forgot the seconds. For October, it looks like it's going to be up pretty much all, be one of these all-time, daytime, nighttime things.
I'm tutoring a group of students. Children are people. And I asked them a question. Actually, one of the questions I asked them is third quarter moon. When it's straight overhead, what time is it?
Nighttime.
Be around 6 a.m., shouldn't it? Be around 6 a.m.
Third quarter moon, when it's straight overhead, what time is it?
It should be.
Trick question.
Well, it should be 6 hours after.
The way I had them visualize it, if you take the Earth and the Sun here, third quarter would be over here, and if it's straight overhead, you're here, so it's sun up. Isn't that right?
That's what I said, 6 a.m. roughly.
Yeah. Sun up, whatever time. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
What you need to ask them is if we have a first quarter moon and we have a full moon, where is the half moon?
Well, first quarter, is accurate. Full moon is actually half moon.
It has more to do with, instead of seeing a half of the moon, it's more to do with 90 degrees, so that's the quarter, right?
I always thought that was funny, how they call it a full moon, then they call it a quarter moon. I'm thinking, okay, so where is that half of it? Should be?
Yeah. That'll be another teaser kind of question. Why is it called that? Why is the full moon? Why is the half? Why isn't it? Well, wait a minute, how would you ask? Why is the full moon actually a half moon?
Because it's halfway around the moon.
And I always like,
180 degrees.
I always like moving to them as the moon rotates, because a lot of them say, well, we see the same side all the time until it never rotates.
We went through that. How many times, in 1 month, how many times does the moon rotate on its axis?
Like I said, was not
Same thing, Steve, all the time.
sometimes.
The way I do that is I have two people facing each other and a third person observing. So now these two people are going to walk around each other while they're constantly facing each other. To them, they haven't moved. But to the third observer, he sees that they both rotated. But now, what phase is it when the moon is in the sun or the shadow? I mean, the shadow of the sun.
We're talking about the moon. When we mess up.
It can only happen in the full moon.
How much of the moon's surface can you see? And why?
A little,
You're right, Steve.
Is it 78?
probably slightly more than half.
It's not really more than half.
That's about 57, 58%.
58.
He's got it.
That's at 70.
I read the same book he did.
You're paralyzed,
Because,
isn't it?
why? Because of what?
Because you go around the,
No. What's the term?
it's called a libation.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good.
You have nothing to do with a library.
But you have to be drunk to see it. I think that's what that means.
What's that?
Libation, you gotta be drunk to see it. Something like that.
Moon
I
has
think
a
when you're drunk, you see
elliptical
that second moon everybody's always looking for.
orbit. Moon
Correct.
has a moon elliptical orbit. So
It
why
varies.
would some full moons be
That's
bigger,
easy.
brighter than others because of what?
I'll shut up. See if anyone else knows.
Because
Elliptical
it has
orbit.
elliptical orbit and it's closer to us at times. And if it just happens to be on the full moon, then it's closer, it's going to be brighter. And if it's,
It's a full moon.
A
It
related-
varies by year too, because
I had to open
the
a coffee.
sun, actually, it has to be, basically, you have to have moon, earth, sun. And as you move around as earth moves around the sun, for instance, usually it's about June or July when we have the biggest moon, because at that point in time, the full moon is at its, let's see, perihelion, perihelion, yeah. And then at other parts of the year, basically, because of the position of the sun, it'd be at its apogee when it's full moon, which means it's the furthest distance from the Earth when it lines up to be the full moon. So it looks small, but it is actually closer.
yeah.
I had a woman call me on August 16th to find out if we were going to have telescopes set up. She said, because I got an email that says Mars is going to be so close that it looks like the full moon. I
It looks
said,
like full moon.
that thing come out, I saw that last night.
Every
August it comes
Is
around.
that rumor still out there?
Yes,
Thanks to Facebook.
Seconds and minutes.
it probably will be for the next 50 years.
Everybody knows the date of the solar eclipse that we're going to experience here?
August 2017,
Till 20,
17.
August,
What's
I
that?
thought it was in roughly August.
it's 23rd, I think, August 23rd. You're right about 2017. So you ought to start buying up parking space. Because the whole universe is going to descend on Sumner County.
Yeah, this is one of the main points.
We are 3 miles here, we're about 3 miles south of the center. And You know, the duration of eclipse varies from one eclipse to another, and everybody know why.
Because the moon's closer, further away.
Yeah, so
Well,
If it's
and the
closer away,
sun,
it's less, if it's closer.
and the sun too.
Yeah.
So you're going to get
Yeah,
the
we're not
longest,
smart.
the longest eclipse when Earth is closest to the sun. And, wait a minute. Yeah, Earth is closest to the sun, and the moon is
Closest to the
closest to the
I think it'll have
Earth.
more to do with how close the moon is.
That's a higher percentage of this, right? It is.
Yeah, but according to the farmer's almanac, it's gonna be cloudy that day.
You know what big event that they announced that actually figured it out about a year ago? We became an interstellar race. We've got Voyager out in interstellar space.
Okay.
I heard that.
What do you think about that, Nick?
I know, well, I have to go, but they couldn't confirm it up until now.
We are now an interstellar race.
The one instrument that's still warm is the information back was
Yeah.
the backup, it wasn't primary.
They can measure. They also can measure solar wind
It's
versus.
still not clear to me what the demarcation line is. It can't be a sudden change.
Magnetometer is working.
Just like, when are you out of Earth's atmosphere?
Yeah, they basically
It's
from
roughly 70 miles, but
excuse me,
there isn't a sharp line.
wind has overpowered the sun.
You mean it's not like a sign that says you're now leaving?
Well, I think there is, you have to go the right route.
It's up on one of the clouds that says you are now leaving Earth's atmosphere.
Well, they said the one way they could tell was.
There's a rest area
the
right
plasma-
there.
Interstellar space has high
Last
plasma
restroom.
pressure.
Actually, the sphere is.
40
That
days.
interstellar space has high plasma pressure, and that's how they knew, was that the plasma pressure skyrocketed.
That's what the problems are.
Has anybody heard anything from Dr. Ferris? I haven't seen him in 6 months.
I mean, I see him reply to emails, that's about
Yeah,
it.
that's all. Well, you can do that from China. I mean, nobody heard anything.
You in China, where's Chris?
Yeah. Well, y'all are go ahead and eat. I'm going to start out on this stuff because of the program. I'm not sure how long that'll last. But we don't want to keep everybody real long. Let's see. Next month, our meeting will be after we have our public start party, and that's the International Astronomical Day. It'll be, again, we're going to do it down at Bledsoe, start at 3 o'clock. And it's going to be a lot of moon, but, well, it's not too bad, it's quarter, I think. But,
What's the date?
the 12th. No, wait, 12th, yeah, 12th, I think is the quarter. So I think the 18th is, or 19th is full. But if you can come up with something that might interest the public, well, I'd be interested in it. Last year, Jewel, Ben, and I sat there and Sue, we sat there and had a bunch of barbecue and good conversation. Nobody else showed up. And I want to thank Ben for showing up at the last public start party, because him and I were able to entertain a few of the people, even though we did have a bright moon. Another thing you want to consider, I believe it's getting close to that time of the year, so I think we'll probably have elections in January. So start thinking about the people you want to run the operation. And remember that at the last election, there was only 5 people here, and so we had 4 places to fill. So guess who filled?
That's how I got stuck at the treasury.
Plus, we agreed we'd go to the Bahamas after our end of our term.
We're still saving for that. It's a business trip, we're looking for a dark side.
If you don't get reelected as treasurer, when we pass over, we'll pass over the 10 cents that's left in the account.
You know about 12th of October.
12th of October is public start party, yes.
And you said it's gonna be the meeting?
Bledsoe, huh?
You said it's gonna be the,
No, it's gonna be the week before the meeting.
okay, gotcha.
So, we won't have time to discuss a whole lot. So that's why I'm saying, if you got any great ideas, why, ship them out to me. And,
You mean for
we'll
the
see what
start
we
party? or-
say again?
For the start party?
The Starmy Day, yes. Yeah.
October 12th? What
Yes.
start, that's what you're looking for, what type of activity?
Well, you know, last time we decided, or we put out, hey, bring your telescopes, you don't know how to use them, we'll try to show you how to do it. And, nobody showed up, so something along that line.
How
Huh?
did you?
I don't remember.
I put it on News Channel 5's around Nashville. I put it on Facebook. I put it on Google Plus. I also put it on News Channel 4's, whatever they call their around town thing. And I know you put it in the paper too.
Yeah, so, anyway, let's face it, there's just not a lot of people interested in astronomy anymore. But anything we can, come up with that might, tickle a few people's interest.
What planets are up at that time? Saturn or Jupiter?
Jupiter won't be up until,
November, I think.
And Saturn's.
I mean, it comes up, but it's a very early morning planet. And Saturn will be in the trees as the
Yeah.
sun sets.
Yeah.
So we won't really have any good planets to look at. Unless we catch Jupiter the day, no, it'll be.
Oh, maybe they will.
Right.
Is this day, you say it's astronomy day or what?
Yeah, International Astronomy Day.
Okay.
Next
Is there
one is
nothing
in
else
May.
going on in the park at that time? or-
Well, just campers and stuff.
Okay. I'm just thinking, if there's something going on, maybe we should change that date, rather than go over there on the 12th, change it to when they're having something there, and then we have more traffic.
Probably going to be winding down with the campers.
So it's not going to be
Fall.
bad.
So, well, I don't know, last Saturday there was 100 people camping. Well, the campground was full, however many in
I was gonna say, still in October, you've got the trees starting to change, so I think
Hopefully they'll
be
start
quite a few
dropping,
campers.
hopefully they'll drop, some of the leaves and stuff, and we can shoot through. Now, we were looking at some of the Messier objects, and, let's see, I believe his name was Greg, out of Portland there. He came, brought his scope, because he wasn't familiar with how to use it. So Ben sat there and showed him basically, how to get him started in it. So, easier to do it in the daytime than it is at 9 o'clock at night. But, anyway, just if you have any ideas, well, pass them along. I mentioned that, Shelby Bottoms is this Saturday, and all of the weather forecast casters have looked into their crystal ball, and they have predicted that the clouds and the rain will be gone by 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever watch the weather? They say it's clear outside, you walk outside, can't even see the moon through the clouds.
Yeah. Well, I tried to get a hold of our point of contact there today, but I couldn't get a hold of her, so I'm going to try again tomorrow. If I sent out the driving directions, and also there's a link to the Google Maps that shows it. So check your emails, it should be there. It's a forwarded email. And like I say, I plan on getting there about 6, because she said that they had a telescope there, and she really didn't know what kind it was, but I suspect it's a Celestron, and so I thought we could show them
Did you say Saturday?
Saturday. Rain's supposed to clear out Saturday morning, by 3 o'clock it's supposed to be east. So,
It's
I
60% right here.
say again?
So it's showing 60%.
Yeah, that's Saturday morning, Friday night, what they're saying. They haven't been right much this year, so.
20% on Sunday.
But if we got partial clouds, we can always look through the hose.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many will show up there, she initially said she thought there might be as many as 200 there. I tend to suspect that it won't be with Taylor Swift concert, football game on Sunday. But there might be, you know, we might have 50, 60, 70 people there. So I just think we need, you know, as many scopes as we can muster. And it all depends, you know, if that thing stalls out and it's raining at 5 o'clock, you know, it's a no-go.
I did find some pictures from past events when Bernard Seifert did it, and they had, looked like hundreds of people there.
Yeah.
So it was still as popular.
Yeah. Just like everything else, you know, the Girl Scouts, you know, they were, this, at one time, you know, they were thinking a couple hundred, and, you know, we had maybe 50, you know. So you never know, it's just depends on that. But I do think that we'll have between 100 and 200 people, girls at Sycamore, because that's the main camp up there. And that's where, if you remember, that's where they had the Jamboree several years ago, and we went up there for 5 nights in a row, and had, you know, they enjoyed it. They were, you know, okay with it. And the October 18th, I believe. It's going to be a Friday night from 7 until 11.
And then way back when we started.
Well, there's 2 locations. And that's, I was trying to get people who live, you know, closest, you know, so it wouldn't be too much, too far out of the way. Do you ever see Chris anymore? Do you see Chris any?
I do.
It varies.
Sometimes. But I thought Steve and maybe you and maybe you, Jim, I don't know. But if they only have like 70 people, 3 scopes would handle it, especially when it's going to be the, you know, bright moon. So.
Yeah, and I gotta admit, we've set a precedent that we never followed before. You know, I don't want to be the stick in the mud, but that's a long way to travel to look at nothing but bright moon.
Well, that's what their whole program is moon watch.
Well, they can do that without telescopes, though. I mean, they can get anybody to speak about
You
that.
still want telescopes.
They don't have telescopes. Yeah, I committed this, so.
Oh, I know that.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Are we planning too much outreach here?
I don't think so.
Well, you're not getting many people showing up to help. And if you spread yourself too thin, you know,
Well,
that hurts.
We've entertained quite a few people with a few scopes before, and it's never stopped us. And you know, we've got the far distance is going to be up there to Ashland City.
Yeah.
You go about 24,
Don't get
take.
me wrong, I believe in outreach because I do it all the summer.
Yeah, I know.
And the major programs here.
But if we can get these people interested, well, maybe some of them will filter into our club system rather than BSAS. So I don't know. I mean, you know, if you reach them young, then these are young. They're first through 6th graders, I believe. I didn't write it down here. So that's, you know, time to anchor them in there. And our whole philosophy is outreach to get it out to
No,
the
it's
public.
It's not, this philosophy of the club's not just outreach. It's astronomy.
Well,
It's what we do here, Jack.
Well, that's part of, that's astronomy.
I know the main draw for astronomy club is to get people in here to discuss astronomy. That's what they're interested in. Outreach is just something you do if you have time. That's all that is.
But the 5 of us who show up every week know astronomy in here. So we need to get out and get these kids interested. And the only way we can do it is through outreach. And the more outreach we do, the better, the more we spread the word. And we might get one nibble there. Let's see. Piedmont is the one down by Murfreesboro. It's 8 miles. 8 miles from, or 10 miles from the square in Murfreesboro.
Okay.
So that's why I thought you'd be
I
close.
don't mind doing it, but that would be pretty easy to do. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Is it towards
45
Shelbyville
miles
or
here. It's not
towards Lebanon?
Yeah, towards, it's
Towards
towards,
Lebanon? Towards Lebanon, you say?
No,
I don't know.
He asked the question.
If it's towards Shelbyville or, I don't know what Piedmont is.
You go down Highway 70 and turn left on Pine Knob Road, 2/10 of a mile, gates on the right. Signs are on the left there at Highway 70. It's
What is it?
I'm not placing it, but I can find it. It wouldn't be for too
yeah,
far.
it looks like it's on the northeast side of Murfreesboro.
Okay, I'm on the northeast side of Murfreesboro.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm outside of Murfreesboro on the northeast side, so
yeah.
I know. Okay,
You're more
so-
northern than they are, so I don't know, you might know an easier route to get there.
I know, it seems like I've seen it. Let's be one place that I drive by when I go to Knoxville. So
It could be if you go 70 south.
If you'll email me that.
Yeah, I'll
find out
forward
where
it,
is.
Because she's got directions to both Ashland City and this. Ashland City is Sycamore Camp.
Now, what night did you say it was? The
It's a
12th?
Friday night on the 18th of October,
18th of October, I think.
7 to 11.
We've got Starfest in October, and I won't be there. I think it's on the 11th, 12th, 13th, but I'm not sure.
No, Fall Creek Falls is the 5th, 4th, 5th, and 6th, I think. Let's see. I need to skip on through here so we can get to these programs here.
Starfest, 11, 12,
11th, the 12th, and 13th, I think, of October.
and you have Twin Lakes the weekend before that, plus that whole week, starting with the 28th September through the 6th of October. Twin Lakes, Summer Party.
Well, send me an email, let me know, yes or no, whether you can participate. And I'd like to know, by the 30th of this month, if you could.
Can you talk about the 18th?
Yes, 18th October.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
If I can be there, 'cause I like.
Well, you're west here, would be headed west. So I thought you, Tim, maybe Jim, myself, and anybody else we could run it. Because we're probably getting closer to have 200 up there in Sycamore than
We're heading
they'll
to
have.
Florida for
Say again?
about a month and a half. And we're going to leave sometime through that area. Depends on if it's rented or not, or if it's going or not at that time.
That Renee Fizel get a hold of you? I forwarded the email to you. Lives 8 minutes or 8 miles from Fall Creek Falls, and she was going to be doing she was having, I think by Skype or something, she was having a program, and she was wanting some of us to come up with her telescopes and everything. I didn't commit to it. I sent you the email and asked you to take care of it or see if you were interested in doing it, because that's a lot, with all the other stuff we got going, that's,
Since we've got so many
that's far
programs
off.
up there,
Yeah.
I don't know that they can schedule their program to coincide with ours, and then just come out with it's probably better.
like I said, that's why I said you need to contact her and discuss it and see what y'all can work out, if you can do it at all. Okay, let's see. I believe that's pretty much everything I got, need to go over right now. do need a few more bodies for astronomy day there, because Ben, Joel, and myself, and sometimes show up. Need some company. We talked